As a woman, it does not matter how much money you make. The more successful you become, the harder it'll be for you to have a man that's gonna want to be faithful to. But it's actually the opposite, the inverse of what happens for men. See, when men become successful, that is a badge of honor. It shows that you are persistent. It shows that you are unwavering in your efforts to become successful. It shows that you have discipline. These are all things that are very sought after and looked for in men, that are very noble and honorable for men to have. But a lot of these things also, when women do them, it just doesn't have the same effect. Not saying that you're not as worthy as a man that has the accomplishments being a woman. That's just how society is set up, and the more successful you are as a woman, men are typically not going to be going for you women. You understand what I'm saying? Because women that are also successful, they tend to be more alpha, or they tend to be more masculine, have more masculine appeal to them, which ultimately is going to be at their disadvantage if they're looking to have a man on their status or better. Let's take Nicki Minaj, for example. Very successful, megastar. Who did she end up marrying? A fucking dude who had got convicted, who was in jail for years, got convicted for some bullshit. You know, we're not gonna say what it was, but y'all know what it is. Don't got no accolades to his name. He's pretty much walk around as her shadow or helpmeet. The dude she had before him, Safari. Now Safari did gain a little bit of fame, but it was off of her. She has not been able to secure a man that was nowhere near her level. You know what I'm saying? So they tend to end up having a date lower than them, well below them. So pretty much she's taking care of the guy she's with now. I think they still together. I forget the dude name, something petty. And I guess he used to be a childhood sweetheart of hers. And she ended up doubling back and getting him. But the main one I want to talk about was Cardi B. Now, Offset, he was more successful. I mean, of course, he started off more successful. He had more, he might not even have more followers at that point. But when they got together, Offset was the more known figure. But of course, Cardi B, I don't know why, but all these motherfuckers that blew her ass up, and you know, no slight to her. Now she's like a megastar. She got so many, I don't even know how many followers she up to now, but her reach and her you know, presence or influence on social media is ridiculous. And she got with Offset, ended up marrying the guy. Now we're gonna get on Offset too. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get to Offset. But she got with Offset, right? And I don't know, in her mind, see, oh yeah, I look good, I got all this money, that I am the total package, that he's not gonna step out on me. But it ultimately had the inverse effect. He had been doing shit the whole time, bro. The whole time. And when ladies be like, oh yeah, I was the total package, I was this, that, and the third, but a lot of the time men don't even want women that are doing as good as them or better than them, because they know it's gonna be like a power struggle in the end. Eventually it's gonna be a power struggle. If a man already has a certain way about himself and has things conducted in a certain manner, a woman coming in on his level or above, she's not gonna want to, you know, bend to his will, or she's not gonna follow his program. She already got her own program going. So why should she have to bow down to him, in a sense, for lack of a better term? And it's gonna create tension and conflict at some point in time. She ends up getting with the other guy. I just don't see this going any other way but bad. He's successful also. So when you're a man and you're successful, women gonna throw themselves at you. Left and right. Left and right. Especially if you look good, bro. Especially if you got a little bit of swag with it. It's inevitable. You can't, like, you might can turn down 10, but you can't turn down 20, 50, 100. Right? It don't matter how faithful you are in the beginning. It don't matter how faithful you are at, you know, in itself. Everybody's susceptible to want to have temptation. And as a woman, they look more for intimacy. Men kind of do it for sports. So either way, if you're a woman and you think because you got money, status, fame, whatever, you think that because you are a certain type of person that you can do what you want, that, I mean, you getting ran through and a man is doing the running through, I mean, it just doesn't, it doesn't compare. There is no comparison. When people say, oh yeah, well, a man can be a man whore, to stay in the third, I'm like, yo, What are we even talking about here? We are different for a reason. We are completely different. A man, no matter how hard he tries, how hard he hoeing, how many women he sleep with, he can never get pregnant. That tit for tat game, the man always wins it. Inevitably, you will end up in a situation such as Cardi B. Now, I'm not saying, she's wrong for doing what she's a grown woman. That's none of my business for real. But I just want to touch on the situation and talk about how women that are successful and how women can, want to get revenge or have a vendetta against the man that did them wrong, when ultimately you had no reason, you had no business in the situation you got yourself into. You were better off trying to get a man that was, regular 9 to 5 type guy. And I listened to the album. It's a lot of songs on there that are tough. I ain't gonna cap. She had this one song where she was talking about how the man didn't have to be famous or rich. He just wanted to feel safe. But part of a man's confidence or comfort zone for a woman is being able to provide and security for a woman as far as provisioning and stuff like that. But if you get a regular 9 to 5 man, and he always gonna feel slighted in some form of way, unless you take the initiative to make him not feel that way. So here we are. Cardi B's pregnant by this guy, and I done seen clips of this dude on a boat, getting lap dances from women. I mean, I don't know. Didn't look good, but I don't know. I don't never really see them together. I mean, I seen a few clips of them together, and to be safe, I don't really be checking for it anyway, man. If it come up on IG or whatever, that's what it is. But I don't go looking for this stuff. So maybe there are clips of them together doing stuff together. But it wasn't how Cardi B and Offset were. Offset is 3 kids deep with Cardi B, and then she goes and had this one-off child with this guy, whether it was planned or not. Whether she did it to be spiteful or not, come on, it's not a good look at the end of the day. But like I said, ain't none of my business. And Offset gonna continue to do what he gonna do. He gonna have just throwing that in the circle every which way he go, regardless whether you're there or not. He's still gonna be rich. Whether y'all get divorced and the move that he pulling, trying to get alimony and stuff, I think that is goofy. That's goofy shit, man. Offset, I'm telling you, bro, that's goofy. These are the things that tend to happen when you put yourself in a situation that you should have never been in from the gate. Y'all probably should have never married. And I don't know how far you and Stefan gonna get, but I don't see that situation going any better. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you're a lady and you are career driven, you're better off just getting a regular 9 to 5 guy. That's gonna be your best bet. That's gonna be your best bet to avoid all of the confusion, all of the heartache, all of the hardships. Because the more successful you are, the higher chances are that you are not going to get the outcome, the results that you want out of a relationship if that man has any type of celebrity status or any type of influence in today's social media or any type of field that he's in. It's just the nature of it. I don't know, but I do know one thing though. Make sure down your eyes, girls, tees. Get in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about this. Was I spot on? Do y'all have any? Was I wrong about some things? Let me know how y'all feeling. Yeah, I'll catch you on the next one.